Okay, now we are going to check the uses of gerunds and the uses of infinitive. In the case, for example, in the uses of gerunds, you have four. Those are subjects, direct objects of verbs, object of preposition, and subject complement. In the case of infinitives, you have subject, direct object, and subject complement. So I am going to explain you one by one that you can understand better what is the purpose of all of them. The first, in the case of subject, you have to use gerunds in this case in the beginning of the sentence. The verb don't take a place of the action, so take the thing that you want to describe. For example, if you say I play soccer, play is the action that you are making. But when you talk about playing soccer is my passion, in this case, you talk about that playing soccer is the principal thing in the sentence. You don't talk about you don't talk about the another person, you have to talk about the action of play. For that reason, you write it with ing. The second, you have the direct object of verb. Well, what is this? In this case, this is, for example, when you have a verb and immediately you use the verb like the object of that verb. For example, you can say, I love working here. In this case, love is your principal action, and working is the thing that you love. For that reason, you have to write with ing. Another, for example, you can use she enjoys playing the guitar. Enjoy is the principal verb, playing is the complement of that verb. The next, after all the preposition, you have to use always gerunds. For example, you can say, he prepares himself for taking the test. In this case, because I have my word for, I have to use taking with ing after the preposition. For that reason, you have to use it like this. Another example. She prefers taking a bath for feeling relaxed. In this case, for example, after for, I have to use ing. Now, in the case of subject complement, in the case of a subject complement, we can take, for example, the first sentence that is playing soccer is my passion. In this case, for example, if I want to use it like this, I can say my passion is playing soccer. So, it's the same thing that I tried to say in the beginning, but in this case, I talk about, I change it a little, and it's a subject complement. So, my subject is passion, but actually my passion is playing soccer. For that reason, I can say it like it's a complement. This have to be with this. Now, in the case of uses on infinitives, we can use it like subjects. For example, to work in this company will be difficult. In this case, for example, I can say that, like, if I translate in an exactly way, I can say like this: to work in this company would be difficult. Trabajar en esta compañía sería difícil. So, for that reason, I have to use to work that I can give the exactly meaning. Now, You have another that is, for example, a direct object, like it's the same like you do it here. But you don't have to use ing, obviously, you have to use to. Like this. She loves to work here. She enjoys to play the guitar. This is almost the same, for example, when you used the words like to. I like to play the guitar. Or she likes to walk the dog. It's the same. So you have to use the verb, the principal verb, and after you have to use a complement verb, that in this case is direct object, that is to play or to work in these cases. And the last, that is subject complement. In the case of subject complement, it's the same like you do it in this case. For example, my passion is playing soccer. You can say, for example, my passion, I will use the same. My passion is to play soccer. Okay, that is almost the same. And those are the uses that you have in the case of gerunds and infinitives.